Okay, so we are given a question to invert the binary tree. So we're given the root of a binary tree and we need to invert the tree and then return its root. Let's understand it by looking at an example. So suppose we are given this tree and we need to invert it. Means the left child of the root node and the right child of the root node have to be swapped. So the 3, which is the right child of this root node 2, have to be swapped with 1, that is the left child of this root node. Similarly, 9 will get swapped with 6 and 7 will get swapped with 2. So we'll get finally this binary tree. 4 will remain at its position, 7 will come here, 2 will come here, 6 will come here, and 9 will come here to the left, which earlier was at right, and similarly 1 and 3 will also get swapped. So we are given this input and we have to get this output. There's another example, let's look into that also. So 2 is a root and 2 will remain at its place. 3 is the left children of the node and the 1 is the left child of the root node. So 3 will come at the position of 1 and 1 will come in the position of 3. So we'll finally get this tree. So I hope the question is understood, and if the root is empty, we have to return empty. So let's look at the solution. So we created a tree node root, and if the root is null, we will simply return the null, because if the tree is empty, we have to there's nothing to be inverted. Then we will create a tree node which is temp, and we will store the value of root dot left in temp. Then we will store our value of root dot right in our root dot left, and finally the value of temp in root dot right. Then we will recursively call and put the value of root dot left and root dot right, and then return our root. So let us understand this part a little better for your understanding. So imagine you have 3 containers. One is left, one is temp, and one is right. Temp is right now empty. So we stored the value which we have in our left container into our temp container. So our left becomes empty. Now the value which we were having in our right container, we will put it in our left container. So our right is now empty. Now the value which we were having in our temp container, we will empty it in our right container. Now temp will become again empty. But the value which we were earlier having in left will now be in right, and the value which we were having in a right will be in left. Then we will recursively call this and pass root dot left and root dot right, and finally return our root. I'll just submit this. And yes, it is submitted, and the time complexity of this will be O of n, as each node is traversed once. It is only traveled once. Thank you.